hard to stop a pit bull once you get going, and that's clearly what you get from somebody like Cooper. I mean, he took a few different shots in that game and bounced up. When he got stitches, got patched up, and came back out and kept killing him. So that's what I remember before I got here, and then obviously getting here and getting a closer personal look at him. It's been confirmed as a dog.
You also took a. Oh, sorry, Sarah. Go ahead.
Throughout your career, what have you learned about when to take a hit like that, or how you can protect yourself and play receiver?
Like which?
Like when you take you can avoid those hard hits in the middle of the field, but what have you learned about how to protect yourself the best you can?
Yeah, well, I think you always want to protect yourself as much as you can. Anytime a ball is thrown to you, you got a saying in the receiver room, you can't live forever. So sometimes you got to go across the middle and make that play. You can't just let a ball soar past your eyes just because you're in harm's way. It sounds kind of crazy, but that's what you sign up for when you want to be a receiver in this league. Windows close quick, and sometimes those defenders miss as well. So sometimes you might have one where it's, I think it was Minnesota or whatever, Miracle, whatever, when Diggs could have got flipped on that play and then he missed and turned into one of the most memorable plays for that organization. So it kind of just depends on the situation, but you kind of just have to be fearless in a way and protect yourself if you can. You can get your hands on the ball and cover up as much as you can. Sometimes it's gonna be bang bang and you get hit. And it's not the prettiest, but that's kind of what comes with it.
You kind of took a pretty big hit on that first catch.
Which one?
But you've been through this is that kind of, I don't want to say a good way to start the season, but
I mean, there's something to that. I don't know if I could get hit harder than that this year. Hopefully not. So to set the tone like that on the first one and be able to pop up, I mean, I never want to get hit like that, but anytime you can get hit that way, still hold on to the ball, obviously convert on third down, and it's demoralizing to the defense. They want to get up and celebrate, but then when the dude pops right up like that, it can take the wind out of their sail a little bit. So I hope it doesn't happen again. But anytime you can get one of those out the way, and you get up and you're fine. And it's all right.
Upon review of your first game, I know we talked with you right after it, but going back and looking at film and evaluating how you did, what do you come out with?
I think you look at the tape, there was a lot of good stuff there. We obviously didn't get to light up the stat sheet how we can, but we meaning myself and my own contribution. It's just hard to talk about how I use that.
Sure.
But you'll have games like where Cooper goes out there and has 130 and misses however much time throughout the game and still can go out there and light it up like that. I just concerned about winning. At the end of the day, I know my fantasy owners are not too excited about it when it happens like that, but unfortunately, that's not in the forefront of my mind. I know they think it is, but I'm just out here trying to win games and contribute and make plays when I can, and obviously trying to make the most plays that with all the opportunities that I'm going to be given. And certain times, if they want to cheat coverage and have Stingley follow me or whatever it is, then Puka and the rest of the game will be able to be given more opportunities. And I'm sure there'll be times where he's lighting it up and they say, all right, let's try to tilt over there. Maybe we'll stop that, see if that works, and then I'll be one-on-one and have a lot more opportunities as well. So it's a long season, and I think everybody here knows that.
Sean, talked about the long season about winning versus offense. We saw 42 personnel and stuff. How is that different, like the diversity of personnel brings real pressure on the defense?
Well, I mean, it can limit you, but depending on the type of roster you have, where we have tight ends that can go and make plays in the pass game as well. So keep space on the field a lot of times where we go out there, and then I'd love to see 8-9 or even DA go out there and be able to make a play on a guy that's not suited to be able to cover him, with a backer or something like that. That's a matchup that we love. So different ways. Obviously, we got millions of different ways we can attack defenses, but it just allows us to kind of keep them honest, still be able to pass the ball. Opens up our play action game, obviously, makes it a little more believable. And certain times where it's got to have it, third down, third long, immediately, whatever, we can obviously attack them in 11 personnel, just as quickly. So you got those tools, you can kind of lean on whatever it is that you need at the time. And it's just, thank God that we got a multitude of guys in different positions that can do different things.
You had the back shoulder ball that Sean McVay was just a big fan of watching it back on film. What do you remember about just what made that play happen? Is there anything you noticed out of your quarterback too?
position there, but I think everything that made that play was the timing and accuracy of that ball. You look at it on tape. I don't know if you guys watched the actual film of the game, but sometimes when you're watching the TV copy, you can't really see when the ball's thrown and where I am, where my head is. And I was still driving and digging, running, trying to win over the top, and then I beat. And I mean, Stingley couldn't really do anything about it. Doesn't matter who the defender is in certain situations when you execute on offense the right way. So great ball, and I just had to, kind of hold off late and make sure I got my feet down. But yeah, happy to work there.
How easy or hard is it to tie that up with the new quarterback in your first game?
It's not easy at all, but it's something that, just having a little bit of experience with them in OTAs and that all-season program, we worked on it a little bit there, and I actually missed a few of them earlier, so to be able to go in the game and still have that trust and confidence in me, and we have the confidence in him that he's going to, see the coverage and throw the right ball. That's a good building block.
Davante, you're obviously a veteran. What do you like about Puka's game? What do you see from a guy that's just coming into the league here in the last couple of years?
I mean, he's just got so many different tools. He's got good feet. He's got great hands and the ability to just be tough and run with the ball after the catch. He's really, an extremely well-rounded receiver. Obviously, guys have their strengths, but he can do pretty much anything on the field. You put him in the slot, you can work him down the field. He'll separate, or you can make a contested catch if a guy's tight on him. So anytime you can just call whatever you want on the call sheet as a coach, it makes your job a little easier.
Davante, what are your takeaways on how the team managed the ebbs and flows of the game, especially in the final 5 minutes of the contest?
Yeah, I mean, it shows a lot of resiliency. It's never going to be perfect throughout the entire course of the game, but to have multiple times where we gave them opportunities to come back and still find a way to win, it shows promise, obviously, that we got the right type of team that can stick in there and make it happen when it counts. And to see Landman go in there and seal that game the way they did after still kind of getting a couple penalties and things and able to drive on them, still to stand firm and play it all the way until until they came off the field. It shows a lot about our team and our defense specifically.
All right, thanks, guys.